And the next one, Robin and Lois Greer.
Good afternoon, everyone. Robin and I grew up in South Auckland. Robin was a butcher's apprentice and I worked for the IRD and an accountant. At the time that Robin was in the butcher's shop, one of his customers, Graham Calvert, who was chairman of the dairy board, said to him, "Boy, if you want to make money, you need to milk cows." At the same time, Robin was also attending Manukau Tech for the theory part of his butchery apprenticeship. One of the tutors told the class, "You need to enjoy your work, and if not, you need to change something in the job or change the job." So Robin, much to the horror of family and friends, resigned from his apprenticeship. The day he finished at the butcher's shop, he started milking cows that afternoon and has never looked back. Both of our dads died of cancer in our early teens, and both families have quite a history of cancer, and this has greatly influenced us to where we are today. We share milked in the Waikato for 12 years, and in 1993, 22 years ago, we purchased 80 hectares at Tutorau in Southland. This has since grown to 130 hectares. We also have a conventional dairy farm of another 160 hectares, and we lease an organic support block of 160 hectares. As we drove up the driveway of our farm at Tutorau for the first time with our children, Robin shared his dream that one day we would process our own milk. 15 years ago, we changed our farming methods to chemical-free farming, not ever intending to be organic, but that's where we ended up. We have been certified with BioGrow for 6 years.
So with changing our farming system has come many challenges, which had we not been so passionate about organics, we would have given up. Mastitis and somatic cell count would be one of the biggest challenges. We use manuka honey, cider vinegar, and as last resort, antibiotics that we have used this season for the first time in many years. Our culling and breeding program also weighted heavily towards mastitis and somatic cell count reduction. Weeds are another challenge, but easier to manage due to the options available to us. We have worked closely with Environment Southland, trying many biological controls over the past 8 years for ragwort, gorse, broom and thistles. Ragwort being the most troublesome of the weeds in our area. We have now managed to get the ragwort plume moth, which you can see on the screen, which established on our farm, which is now controlling a small area of ragwort on the farm, and we expect that to grow much faster each year now that we've actually got it established and seeing how successful it is. Environment Southland also released dung beetles on our property, which was a South Island first last year. We were involved in trials some 20 years ago for chicory and plantain, which proved successful, so we have continued with them. This has enabled us to almost eliminate the need to drench for internal parasites. Another project we have set ourselves for this season is reducing the effluent that is created at factory and milking shed by 30%. To achieve this, we are asking these questions. Is it necessary? Is it recyclable? And can it be reduced? We try to spread effluent over as large an area of the farm as possible to get the best possible use of the nutrients. Our fertiliser program uses RPR, sulphate of potash, lime, seaweed and trace elements. Due to our farming system and nutrient inputs, our nutrient losses, including nitrogen, are very low. You will have noticed the Jersey cow in the previous picture. Well, that's very deliberate. Jersey cows are smaller and so I believe more suitable to our pasture-based farming system. But also important as we value our staff and their workload. Jersey cows calve naturally on their own and very seldom need assistance. It means staff do not need to be up all night checking them, enabling staff to get a decent break each night. They are also important from a marketing perspective, which I will cover later. While I'm not naive enough to believe all farmers in New Zealand will farm organically, I do believe that over time farmers will adapt some of our systems to their conventional farming systems.
About the time of embarking on organic certification, Robin decided to make his dream a reality. This dream started back in the butcher's shop where Robin had direct contact with the customer and so received feedback as to what the customer thought of the meat. The New Zealand agriculture sector produces some of the best food in the world, but the primary producer does not usually have a relationship with the end consumer. The start of the dream entailed 2 years researching dairy factories in New Zealand and Australia. In 2008, we built a purpose-built factory on our home farm at Tutorau. Due to this research, we chose to build our factory to the highest dairy standards, with capacity to process all the milk from both farms. This making us the biggest on-farm organic cheese and yoghurt factory in New Zealand. This involved considerable capital, but we have absolutely no regrets in doing this.
We built an 880 square metre factory with a shop attached with viewing windows into the factory. We believe that more people want to and need to see how dairy products are produced. We encourage groups, and particularly school groups, to come and learn more about the food chain. And as the divide between... We encourage groups, and particularly school groups, to come and learn more about the food chain as the divide between rural and urban has become too great. We believe this is an extremely valuable part of our business. The factory has the capacity to process all the milk from the 2 farms. We have installed plant to produce fresh milk, yoghurt, cheese and butter. That's a photo of our cheese room. The factory is 75 metres from the milking shed, enabling us to pump milk direct to the factory, another advantage we have over other processors. Our aim is to process all the milk off our organic farm by the 16-17 season. This can be done with our existing facility, but will require a considerable increase in staff, of maybe up to another 30 to 35 persons.
Our brand Retro Organics represents our philosophy of food the way it used to be. Our cheese names represent Southland places so that we are identified as a Southland business. Originally we started with 9 cheeses. 6 years later we have a range of 17, including Camembert, Brie, Feta, Cheddars, Halloumi and Greer. We enter the New Zealand Cheese Awards each year and have a total of 22 awards. These include 3 international awards.
It's wonderful that Lois and I have such a great relationship, because for 18 months I spent 1 day a week making a big mess in Lois's kitchen, developing cheese and yoghurt recipes. In this time we probably tested the relationships with a lot of our friends as well, getting them to try out the creations and give us feedback. Once the factory was completed, all recipes were transferred to larger scale for the factory, and to our surprise, without any glitches. So production started, and Lois and I were the total labour force for the business: production, packing, marketing and delivery. This has now all changed, with us employing very competent staff. We were the first to market Jersey cow's whole milk when we started 6 years ago. Our milk is fresh when it hits the shop chiller. The milk from the morning milking is in the first store by 8 a.m. that day. 2 years ago we came across lactose-free yoghurt and milk in Australia. I had never seen it before in New Zealand, so contacted the producer, who taught me how to make it, and came back to New Zealand, and 2 months later we launched New Zealand's first lactose-free milk and yoghurt. One of the big processors followed us a few weeks later with lactose-free milk, but we're the only ones with lactose-free yoghurt. We are always looking for new options, and we'll release 2 new products before Christmas this year. Due to our size, we are able to react quickly to consumer demand, so long as it is not too capital intensive. Due to our scale, we can never compete on price with the big processors, so we have to produce superior product with as many points of difference as possible. So Jersey cow's milk develops more flavour at a younger age than cheese. Cheese has more colour, we're organic, we have a lactose-free range, produced and packed on farm, handmade, small family business with the consumer able to communicate with the owners, the producers. Another first we have coming is if you get the batch number off your product, you'll be able to go to our website and look at the map of our farm on the website, and it'll tell you the paddock the cows grazed before that product was produced.
15 years ago, we developed a hydroponic lettuce business. We marketed at our local New World and learned what a supermarket expects from a supplier. This was a valuable experience in respect of selling to supermarkets. Initially, Robin would phone stores with our story, send cheese samples and follow up a few days later to obtain an order. We have, however, grown a team of sales reps, in-store tasters and distributors. We are now in the majority of organic stores, New Worlds, Fresh Choices and some Pack and Saves throughout New Zealand. We are also in a number of cafes and restaurants. Whilst we do website sales, the major contribution from the website is guiding customers to stores who stock our products.
This is an area that we are now putting more resources into. We have found the most success in doing in-store tasting of our products. We have 4 extremely capable people doing this throughout New Zealand. I also do some from time to time, and I get a positive response when I turn up in my red band gumboots to do in-store tasting. Many customers appreciate being able to talk to the producer. We have also exported small amounts of cheese to Australia, which will grow in the future. While I enjoy the selling side of the business, we are seeking professional help to develop our brand further.
People are our most important asset, and we treat people how we would like to be treated. We empower people by allowing them to take ownership and responsibility for their positions in our business. This applies in all areas: farm, factory, sales and distribution. We empower people by allowing them to take ownership and responsibility for their position in the business. Communication is paramount, and having this work successfully is all important, especially as the business grows.
Very simply, we do not have a business without good staff, of which we have 16 extremely good people in our team and another 2 more starting later this month as we're growing, which includes our 2 eldest children. Brendan manages the organic dairy farm and Catherine looks after cutting, packing cheese, dispatch at the factory. Having a positive work environment is extremely important to Lois and I, so we put a lot of resources into this part of our business. Happy people are more productive. Where possible, our preference is to tailor-make a remuneration package to fit the person's needs. We want to help people achieve their goals in life, so we encourage them in this and help where possible. We try to treat everybody as a person, not just a number. We enjoy giving people responsibility, which generally encourages them to step up and better do what they do and grow in confidence. We encourage our team to come with us with new ways of improving what we are doing. And I find it easy to release responsibility to people that prove to me that they can do the job. This makes it very easy for me to help people grow in their roles. I am not saying we're the perfect employers, as we make mistakes, but always try to put right what we do wrong. In addition to our staff, we have 5 contractors that distribute our product. It is not only people within our business that are important. We value the contribution that many people have made to our business and lives. Lois and I see that we are part of a team that enables us to develop our skills and our business. From professionals, bankers, accountants, solicitors, farm advisor, marketing consultant, advisory board, and people that we have come to network with over the years has helped mould us to what we are today. We are never afraid to seek advice. The best people we can have around us are those who know more than us. Using such a wide net of resources enables us to research all decisions and come up with low-risk, practical solutions. Monitoring all aspects of the business is an important part of my role, which is made easier by the systems that Lois has in place to provide me with the information I need. In summary, we have developed my dream of 22 years ago into a business that has a huge potential and plan to capture that over the next 2 years. Lois and I have a can-do attitude. We are not afraid of challenges or hard work. We have the ability to create low-cost, innovative solutions. Just because it hasn't been done doesn't mean it cannot be done. We value people, we love our work and love the people we work with. We're proud to produce quality dairy products that people trust. Thank you to Lincoln University Foundation, the sponsors, the judges and all other people involved in making this competition such a success. Thank you.
Any questions? You already know where you can buy the product, that's good.
What's your biggest constraint that's holding you back from growing quicker, faster?
The question was, what's their biggest constraint?
Our biggest constraint originally was finding people to market our products out in the field. Like, we can only do so much ourselves. And when the supermarkets went to a DC system, which had everything coming into a warehouse system, it did away with a lot of the reps out on the road, a lot of distributors. And so it was very difficult for us to find a distributor that wasn't already handling products like ours, and obviously they wouldn't take another product like ours on. But we now do have a network throughout the country, and that's why we are confident we can grow rapidly over the coming months. We grew 45% last season, and we expect to at least match that this season.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.